Let it go この決意 Unbreakable 愛する世界に不正なアクセス許さないぜターゲットロックオン今すぐ出動 It's moving time 飛び込め危機の最前線シャットダウン完了特命戦隊ゴーダスターズ
It's time to review Marc Ecko's Getting Up, Contents Under Pressure for the PlayStation 2. Dear God, that's a long name. Yeah, I basically have no introduction to this review, so we may as well begin. Getting Up takes place in the city of New Radius, which is the most graffiti-filled city in the world. Because of this, Mayor Sung has implemented a Renew, Revive, Rebuild campaign, which involves SWAT teams beating the shit out of graffiti artists and Spanish workers cleaning out the graffiti. At the same time, a guy named Coltrane, no, not that Coltrane, has decided, in a case of horrifically bad timing, to become the best graffiti artist in the world. So he decides to change his name to Train and sets out to be the best while trying to figure out the main reason for the campaign. Isn't it obvious? Getting Up is a cross between a platform similar to Prince of Persia, a beat-em-up, and a painting game. The X button jumps, square and triangle punch and kick respectively, and the circle button picks up items such as beer cans for health replenishing and weapons, and it rolls while moving. In order to start spraying tags, you have to stand at a wall with a highlighted graffiti tag on it and press R1. You can start spraying with square or triangle, although triangle allows you to spray faster after the third chapter. You can choose which tag you want to use by pressing left or right on the D-pad, and you can change the size with up and down. You can also locate the highlights by pressing L2, which basically activates your intuition, and you can sneak around by holding L1. Now, a minor complaint that I have about the game is that the character models are, well, blocky. I don't mean bad PS2 game blocky, I mean Dreamcast launch style blocky. It's not anything bad, but it just bugs me. Another thing that bugs me is that everyone you meet in the game swears. I have no problem with people swearing, I do it myself, but it just seems that anyone you meet in the game utters an average of 3 swears per sentence. It's like living in the world made by the angry video game nerd or something. It gets annoying after a while. However, something I actually can complain about is the problem that pretty much the entire beat-em-up genre has. You get gang raped by everyone, and in this game, it's by those goddamn Silver Garden rifle-using CCK, you know, the SWAT teams that beat the shit out of everyone. You get really annoyed as they beat the crap out of you, and you can't do a thing about it. It also doesn't help that some glitches you encounter will actually cause you to die, and since the checkpoints are far apart, this gets massively annoying. Despite that, I like Getting Up. I find it really satisfying to tag all the possible places and see the results throughout the level. It's really fun. Plus, the fighting is just very fun when you finally get to get back at the idiot who's been punching you for 5 minutes. I also really like the cutscenes, which look really good and are actually pretty unique at times. And the voice cast is pretty good. But the best thing about the game is the soundtrack, which has so much variety and there are a lot of great tracks. Marc Ecko's Getting Up is a good game with great music, fun combat, good voice acting, satisfying graffiti tagging, and excellent cutscenes. It's let down, however, by difficulty spikes, getting gang raped, glitches that kill you, and rare checkpoints. It's still good, and I recommend you check it out if you like graffiti games. I give Marc Ecko's Getting Up a Jak and Daxter, meaning pretty good, or a 3.5 out of 5.